guys, you're welcome. Hope you guys are feeling good. Thanks for clicking. So we're going to be checking out this video titled How Can Music Be Haram When Sufis Use It to Get Closer to Allah? That is, how can music be forbidden in Islam? So it's a question and answer, and to be given to us by Yusha and Yusuf. Let's check it out.
Why do some people say that music is haram when you have so many Sufi Muslims who consider music to be halal and they use it in a way to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You need to decide who's going to answer that yourself.
Yusuf, because he used to be Sufi.
He used to be Sufi, is that what you said, Sheikh?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam, Rasulullah. Something about music, and I can tell you from my personal experience, so I can kind of answer this one. First of all, I wasn't Sufi, Sheikh. I was worse than Christian Sufi. I used to be obsessed by music. I used to listen to music every single waking hour of the day. There was times, if I didn't have music around my head or around me, then I wasn't existing. Because, you know, a lot of people have a void inside them. And this is the real issue is why you listen to music and why do you have to listen to music? Because your attachment with Allah is not good. Your attachment with the deen of Islam is not good. So what happened for 3 years as a Muslim, I was still listening to this music. You know, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, Mozart, and all of the others, Shostakovich, some names you never even heard of probably. And then one day I was praying to Allah, and this rift of Beethoven. Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell you. Yes, this is when I was jahil. Anyway, it's kind of jahil. So anyway, I was listening to this music, and I was praying, and the prayer was not going right at all because I was listening, and the music was coming into my head. And then it happened over and over again, and I stopped my salah, I made wudu again, and the music kept coming to my head. So what I did, I got hold of all the music, and I threw it out in the bin, and the music died in my heart, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got stronger for me. And I'm telling you that from my own personal experience, you've got to get music, you've got to kick it out. It is the adhan of the shaitan. It is the calling of the shaitan. It's one of the ways the shaitan will put you off worshipping Allah and really establishing Islam in your lives, and Allahu alam.
Just 1 second, I want to add to it
Yes.
really quickly, because this is going to be asked. You're going to ask about music, you're going to ask about movies. This is going to continue to be asked. You know, you got to look at it. This is a soul problem. This is a problem that there's a part of our heart and soul that can only be filled by worshiping Allah properly. And when you don't do that, you will have that gaping hole inside of you. So what do people do? They try to fill it with other things. Music, gambling, drugs, alcohol. I mean, it just destroys people because they're trying to fill something inside themselves, which Allah has told us can only be filled through His remembrance. The heart would only find rest through remembering Allah. Everything else will only further agitate it. So you have to keep doing it more and more and increasing. You know, and just to give you a synopsis, an analogy, if you think you can fill your heart with this music, with these movies, with these drugs, with these alcohols, with this fornication, then do me a favor. Go to the ocean out here, go to the beach, and start trying to fill the ocean with sand. Once you have filled the ocean with sand, your heart will find rest.
Well, can I just say one thing? You know the term mortgage. Does anyone know where the term mortgage comes from? Mortgage, death. It means how much death. You want death? Go and take a mortgage today.
Sheikh Saeed has some comments.
No, I don't think the question was answered.
Yes, it was not answered.
The question was, it was explained, it was beautifully addressed, but Islamically was not Sharia point. Why is that?
Why did they?
All the brothers, everything that they said is
to
perfectly
to Allah.
correct and is fine, and your heart would, I agree, could not agree anymore. But why is it haram? Sufis, they use it. Why is it haram? Very simple. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَشْتَرِي لَهْوَ الْحَدِيثِ لِيُضِلَّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, similar people will buy لَهْوَ الْحَدِيث. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, by Allah, it is the music. It is the music They buy these things so they can divert people from the right path. What the reason the revelation of the ayah was Al-Harith bin Nadr. He used to bring women and music when the Messenger of Allah comes and he addressed the people and said, there's only one God to be worshipped. He used to bring his girls with music and used to say to them, sing, and let what this man said to you be washed away from your heart. So that's why Allah said, وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, and that's why the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa did not accept the tawbah of Al-Harith bin Nadr. He did not say, not tawbah, but he did not say, I never send you free. The second reason we have hadith Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that the Messenger of Allah said there would be a time that the people would make that which is haram halal. And he mentioned silk, alcohol, music. So in the Quran is haram, in the Sunnah is haram. Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhu used to say, Wallahi, music is sanduq al-barid al-zina. Music is the mailbox or the carrier of adultery. And one of these people singing, brothers and sisters, they don't tell you to be good to your parents. They don't tell you to be a person of a role model, of morals, but they tell you to do this to this girl, to touch this, to do that, F this, F that. That's what they tell you. So Quran saying is haram, Sunnah is saying haram. Majority of the ulama, except a few of them, like Ibn Hazm, others who did not, who were raised in an environment of music, said is iffy, but the majority of the ummah, they say is haram. And the other part of the question, why is we saying haram while the Sufis are using it to bring people closer to Allah? The only way you can bring anyone closer to Allah is by following the Quran and the Sunnah. And if you're saying Sufis are using ways better than the ways of the Messenger of Allah, we will say you are incorrect and fear Allah concerning that. So that is one. And not because a group of people are doing, it's not part of the Sharia. And it won't be used as a Sharia. Wallahu a'la wa a'lam.
Is it that I'm confused or the question was not really answered? Yes, the two men that spoke first, they explained, they gave their examples. Oh, one of them said, oh, he listens to music before as a Muslim, but he was never closer to Allah. But when he stopped listening to music, his life changed. He started, hearing more about Allah, getting serious with the things of God. And since then, his life changed for the better. Him listening to the music before doesn't mean his life was bad. He was living quite well, but his life became much more better. So this question was like, why is it forbidden if Sufis use it to get closer to Allah? If they use it to sing songs, why? They should have explained the reason why. The other man, the last man that spoke, actually said something that really made me, really got my attention in the beginning when he said, oh, they didn't really answer the question. Oh, they answered the question quite well, but the major question was not well answered. The man too, I just didn't understand him. Just go straight to the point. If it was forbidden, why did Sufis use it to get closer to God? Should have given us reason that, oh, maybe it's for this, but now it's not like that, it's not like that. I was expecting something like that. There was a time ago that I listened to one Muslim song on the TV. That's why nowadays, we don't have Muslim, how will I even call it? In Christianity, they call them gospel actors. That is people that worshiper of God. But for Muslims, we don't have worshipper of Allah, people that sing or do recitation songs to reference Allah. But back in those days, I listened to songs like, I came across a song like that, they were using it to appreciate God singing, but now it has reduced. As long as, say, me, I believe, I don't know, Quran has its own meaning. Quran, whatever Quran says, there's a reason for it. But me, I believe that if you're worshiping God, music is just like you doing recitation, right? Those recitation sounds like song. It sounds like melody in the ears when non-Muslim listen to Muslim recite the Quran. So if recitation sounds like song or music to the ear, why can't they also sing song to Allah? Song of appreciation, song of thanksgiving. And that's what I will have to say, because I was trying to understand, but still the question was not answered to me. I was not like, why they should have given us the reason why it was so, and why it should not be accepted now, and why maybe in the beginning it was so in the Quran, but later on, it was like this. Allah did not accept it, or something happened that it is not forbidden. That was the kind of answer I was expecting. But I really enjoyed their explanation and their teaching. That was really beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.